Hi Aquarius, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This Aquarius is your love reading for the month of March. I'm going to draw 6 cards, each relating to a different aspect of love for the month of March. I've already shuffled and meditated. I'll do a little bit more of that on camera and then we'll get started. Okay, Aquarius, so let's get started then. So this is a reading that I developed based on the Tree of Life. So the first energy here is related to your overall energy or focus for the month of March, and that is the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, Aquarius. Now, I can't remember now if, let me look, I can't remember if this came up in your last reading, about change is coming. And this is literally now, it is time for change to come. The wheel is ready to turn in your favour, Aquarius. Now, I know, look, I even give you a shout out in the astrology below. I know, Aquarius, it's been hard for you guys since your birthday season. It's been a difficult year, I know, challenging. And, but the things that you've been doing, i.e. facing up to the fact that this is difficult for me, that in itself is work. That in itself, that acknowledgement is healing. And it's as if the acknowledgements that you have been making, the acceptance, accepting the things that you've been feeling and experiencing, actually, in a sense, is going to turn this wheel. So change is going to come. And actually, this card is linked to the Wheel of Fortune. I hope it's good. Yes, okay, so change is coming, and the change is looking like you wanting to start a new something, a way of living. You're putting your energy into something new, into something you want to manifest. So it's a love reading, so we can say relationships. This might be, you going through a change in your relationships and actually wanting to put energy and effort into trying to bring this change about. That might be the thing that changes. You might be, not put any effort into your love life or into your relationship. If you have to be honest with yourself, whatever it is for you, that's going to change. And it looks like, because this Page of Pentacles is really the putting in energy, putting in effort, taking action, to manifest. So taking, in this instance, to manifest a relationship or the type of change that you want in your relationship, maybe. Okay, so that's very positive. The Page of Pentacles is also linked to the earth sign, so that's Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. Okay, so let's have a look at this energy next. Oh, sorry, just bear with me a second. There we go, so you can see the main energies. Okay, so this is the energy for what or who you could encounter or experience in the month of March. And we've got the 5 of Cups. If this is a who you could encounter, this is Pisces. This is a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, a water sign. If it's a what you're encountering, basically, like I say below, you are just encountering all this water energy. So we've got Mercury goes retrograde in Pisces. We've got new moon in Pisces. We've got and then Mercury going direct. Venus enters Pisces, and then Mercury goes direct in Pisces. So there's a lot of emotions this month. There's a lot of transforming our emotions, our current emotional state, transforming from those. But in that transformation, obviously, has to come awareness. And this is that energy. This is you being confronted almost with something that makes you realise that change is necessary when it comes to your emotions. A way that you're feeling about a specific person or a specific situation actually needs to change. And it's as if you're crying over spilt milk. You know, you're crying, not actually physically crying, but, you know, there's an outpouring almost of emotion for you. And I know you probably hate me saying that, but that's what I'm getting. I'm getting like an outpouring of emotion from you this month, Aquarius. And that might just be to you. That might just be you finally admitting to yourself that you're not happy in your relationship, or you're not happy being single, or, you know, you're still upset because of your parents' relationship when you were growing up, or whatever it is for you as an individual. This is a situation arising that helps you to realise, okay, I've not dealt with those emotions. I've not got over that past partner, or I've not got over that past betrayal, or whatever it is for each individual person. But that's going to change. You know, it's looking like something's coming in, you know, new energy's coming in. And I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's it could be your awareness is growing. You know, Venus enters your sign, your part of the sky, on the 1st. And that I've been saying to everybody, family, friends, don't worry. I know it's been hard 2019, but come March, it gets easier. And that's right at the 1st of the month. We've got Venus enters Aquarius, which is Venus, the planet of love, Aquarius, you. So it's about awareness in love. And that's really what's happening. So it could be right at the beginning of the month that you gain some awareness, some clarity of something that has been not holding you back necessarily, but something that you've been holding on to emotionally, and it's time for that to change, and really for you to put, with the Page of Pentacles, to put effort into bringing that change through, the change that you want to see. Put effort into bringing that change through. That's what seems to be happening. So that's really beautiful, actually. So the next energy we've got is your perspective, your past. So where you're coming from as your past, or your perspective is kind of, I suppose, where you want to go to, really. We've got the Hanged Man. So we've got the Hanged Man here. Number 12 on the Major Arcana. And 1 + 2 = 3. So we know, don't we, that number 3 is a master number related to the universe, related to your ancestors or angels, if you believe them. And it's related to number 3 is related to the collective consciousness, or the collective unconsciousness, you know. So collective unconsciousness would be synchronicities that we have, you know, the fact that imagery of animals and colours and insects, that's what we call collective unconsciousness, okay? So that's why we can have things like dream dictionaries and things like that, and those type of interpretations. That's because it's built up from our collective unconsciousness. And our collective consciousness is obviously what everyone thinks, and we know what everyone thinks, and us being sort of engaged with that. And at the moment, you're the Hanged Man. So you're number 3. You're number 12. You're the Hanged Man. So you're staying put right now, because it's about seeing a situation from a different perspective, a different point of view. And that might literally just be these emotions. It's about changing your perspective on the things that you've been carrying around with you, the things that you've been holding on to, that maybe have restricted your ability to be fully engaged in the way that you want to in a relationship or in a commitment. So it's about seeing that I don't need to hold on to this anymore. I don't need to carry this around with me. But it's about also seeing or asking, why was I carrying that around with me? Why didn't I realise that I was holding on to that? You know, can I look back at that relationship, that old relationship, and see the patterns that came about because of this trauma that happened years and years ago with my parents, for example? That's the energy of the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is, yeah, you're ready to move on, you're ready to move forward, you're ready for change, but we also have to look again at this situation. We have to look at how we felt in this situation, how we feel now, etc., and be reflective with the Hanged Man, okay? So that's really positive as well. We'll move on to the next energy, which is the love potential or love lesson for the month of March, and that is High Priestess. Beautiful. So you really are being encouraged to do something that you don't really want to do, which is listen to your intuition. But the time is ripe for that, Aquarius, because as I said, it's Pisces season. Venus is moving around the sky in Aquarius, going, this is exactly where you need to be. You need to be listening to the inner wisdom, the inner knowing, the urges, there's a calmness that comes about with the High Priestess. Because even if we worry about something or we think about something and we stress about something, within, we know it's the right thing. And that knowing it's the right thing, that's the High Priestess. And that's really what you need to engage with this month, Aquarius. I know that it's hard for all of us to engage, to sort of fully allow ourselves to know what we're feeling and how something made us feel. Yeah, it's difficult. But that is the only way that we can grow. It's the only way that we can move, that we can make progress, that we can heal. We have to know, we have to be reflective, we have to be accepting. And this is what the energy is. So it's asking for this love, for the love potential or the love lesson. It's really saying trust. Trust the universe, trust your intuition, trust your soul, trust the collective consciousness, trust those synchronicities, because all noticing these things is what's bringing through the change for you, okay? And it's about time that you use the other part of your brain as opposed to the logic and the focus. Use the other, well, not even the brain, use the other part of yourself that can provide understanding, which are your emotions. Okay, this is your challenge for the month of March, my darlings, and we've got the Six of Cups. So this again could be the looking back at the past. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. I mean, we've got, as I said, Mercury retrograde in Pisces on the 5th. So yeah, potentially that could be looking back. I mean, look, we've got the 5 and the 6. So actually that's exactly what you're meant to be doing, isn't it? You're meant to be looking back. You're meant to be trying to uncover, trying to shed light, trying to work out where this has come from, where these emotions that you've been carrying, where they've come from. Because you know that if you put effort into that, then you can actually have the stability that you want and take the actions that you want. The hangman isn't just sitting there chilling. The hangman knows where he's going. The hangman understands, yeah, it's time for me to move forward. But if you think about it, this is number 12. Number 13 in the major arcana is death, if I remember rightly. So it just shows, doesn't it, that a transformation comes. And the reason that we transform with death after the hanged man is because we know that that's what's needed. We know that we have to release things. We know that it's time to draw a line under those experiences and to move forward. And even if you were the guilty party in the past, even if you were the one that was the cheater or the liar or the no good son of a gun, the reflection, the 5 of Cups, is trying to understand, or is an event arises. An event arises in the month of March that makes you look again at those emotions, that makes you look again at that situation. So it could be, you cheated in the past, you were bad, and then someone cheats on you, or you meet someone new and you say, yes, I did cheat on my past partner, and the new person is put off by that, and you feel like, oh my god, like I was honest with this person, I was honest with him, I was honest with her, and they still sort of have rejected me because of my past behaviour. But actually that could be an event, that's an example of an event like the 5 of Cups sort of signifies. But it might be that you needed that sort of karma almost in order that you could actually start to look at, okay, let me look back at the reason that I cheated, or let me look back at the reason why, I didn't get out of that relationship sooner. Okay, let me look back at my emotions at that time. Why was I behaving that way? Why was I treating that person that way? Why was I treating myself that way? And it's about looking back. So, this might be a process that comes right at the beginning of the month because, as I said, Mercury goes retrograde on the 5th. It goes direct in Pisces on the 28th, by the way. So it's showing that by the end of this month, you're looking like there's understanding and wisdom coming. Let's have a look. This is the outcome. This is the advice. So let's have a look. We've got the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is wand energy. So it's related to your second chakra, your sacral chakra. And that's really the seat of our passions, our creativity, our motivations, our urges, our instincts. You know, what we really want to do, if you will. And the what's it called? Sacral chakra is also, though, not responsible, but it's where we process our fears. So it's where we have the slights to our personalities and to our identities, the hurt that people have caused us. We hold on to that energy in that area of our body as well. So it's as if the things that we want, the things that we're excited about, were also the things that we fear the most. So, you know, wanting to start a family, for example, that might be something that's so exciting to us as people, as humans, but it's also one of the scariest things ever, isn't it, to have a, for example. So that's the sort of the energy of the wand energy. But number 7 is about sticking to your convictions, standing strong, standing firm in your convictions, your authentic self, you know, being your authentic self. And the only way to really understand what your authentic self is to endure the challenge of this month. And, you know, number 7 is endurance on the tree of life. And number 7 is about a challenge that we must overcome, that we must endure to see our strength of number 8, okay? And, you know, strength 8. The strength card is number 8. New karmic cycles, new beginnings, new ways of new energies coming through. So for you, it's about really standing firm in this understanding and in these emotions. And even though it is something that you do not like what number is that? 444, that's 12, isn't it? That's 12. So again, it's like standing. 4 is about foundations, remember. You know, I always tell you this, guys. So, you know, it's about standing firm in your new, in this port of, hang on a minute, in this storm. That's what I'm trying to say. Standing firm in this storm. So it might be emotionally challenging. It might be like lots going on. You're not sure. It's uncomfortable. But as I said, there's a calmness that comes with the High Priestess, because even if in the past you felt like you couldn't face up to these emotions, you couldn't face up to the past, you couldn't face up to being with that person or going back with that person or understanding how that person treated you and how that made you feel and how that made them feel, even if you couldn't do that in the past, this time you stand firm. You must. The advice is stand firm. The advice is you've got to weather the storm, because actually the universe is with you. The universe has got your back. The universe wants this change to come through for you. But in order for change to come through, you have to acknowledge. You have to acknowledge that there is pain. You have to acknowledge. Now, whether or not you caused that pain or someone caused you pain doesn't matter. This is about acknowledging that is in existence within you, and that actually it's that pain that you carry around that actually still to this day, no matter how far back this memory goes, that pain still has an impact on your relationships, on your romantic relationships and romantic connections. And it's about now saying, right, I'm going to face it. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to work through it. I'm going to endure it. Because it's that endurance, it's that facing up to it that's actually going to bring me stability, and actually is going to bring in the change that I want. Remember, your overall focus for this month is about change, and it's about changing where you're putting your energy and actually manifesting security. That's what this is about. So in order to manifest security in your love relationships and self-love, you have to look at this. You have to look at whatever it is for you as an individual that you carry around with you emotionally that needs to be released in order that you can move forward with stability and have the change that you want in the love life, in your love life. Okay, so my lovely Aquariuses, I hope that you like this reading. I know it's difficult for you guys. As I've said, I've put a lot of detail below, so please read that. Okay, I know you're finding it a bit difficult, but I reckon, you know, by the end of Pisces season, well, actually, Mars is entering Gemini, so you might be. Anyway, so yeah, if you like this video, please give it a like, my darlings, and leave me your comments as well. I read every single comment and I respond to 99.9% of them. Feel free to share this video on your social media, on your Facebook, on your WhatsApp, etc. And if you haven't already, please subscribe just by clicking down below, and click the bell as well. You'll get notifications of all my new uploads. My next uploads are going to be next week, and it's a week in brief reading, looking at money and career, general energies, and love as well. Don't forget to check out the Key Wisdom playlist also. That has extra information about individual cards, including the number 7s actually, as well as mindfulness, meditation and compassion. And finally, my lovely Aquarius, your bi-weekly general readings up to the 5th of March are still available to view now. Okay, my darlings, I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope you have a lovely healing month. A month full of awakenings when it comes to love and to your love life. Have a fabulous March, my darling Aquarius, and I'll see you all again very soon. Take care, my darlings. Bye.